Okay, we're recording. Yes, queen.
Recording me drink water.
Nice. Oh, fuck. See, this is what I fucking hate. Pokes me in the side. Pokes me in my love handles.
Lose some weight, Matthew. That's what it's telling you. Didn't bring a beer.
All right, we're here.
We're here.
Use your phone.
Pure
Be a
Genius
man.
Podcast.
Be a man.
Fuck.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
I don't got nothing. Sorry, bro.
Damn it.
There's a lighter right there. That's what I used.
Nice.
Boost, scoot, and boogie.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So what are we doing, Matthew? You're quarterback in this one.
I'm quarterback. I brought notes.
Brought notes.
I brought notes. Hold on. I don't know. We're supposed to just talk shit right now. I think that was the plan. We're just supposed to talk shit.
So we got to get started somehow.
Yeah.
How do we want to start a podcast a certain way?
No. I think we were just. Yeah. No, not really. I think we're just gonna talk about what was going on.
All right.
What's going on in your life?
What's going on in my life? Absolutely fucking nothing. COVID.
COVID? Yeah,
is
that's
over.
a good point. That's a good point. Oh, yeah,
is over.
Totally. I was actually walking here, and it's so fucking normal now. It's normal now. All those fucking restrictions, like, I'm seeing all these people.
Oh yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Even old people in stores, they're like looking
It's
at the
actually-
lines and walking like right by them.
It's
and I'm
actually,
like, yes.
well, old people never give a fuck about that shit anyways. But no, the fucking weird thing is that old people, the only people I see people, like other people, like young people, giving a wide berth.
Yeah, because they'll get in trouble.
Yeah, they'll walk right past like some other young person, but as soon as there's like an old person, they give them like fucking.
Oh yeah,
8 feet.
because you can get cussed out.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I got cussed out.
Did you?
In
I
my
haven't
building.
yet.
I got cussed out.
Oh
my
yeah, in your building.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that was like, yeah.
Yeah, gets his walker on. He's like, you fucking.
Yeah, but you can't cuss you out for nothing. If you like walked close to him and were like
No, I was literally in the
invading
elevator.
his distance. Yeah, exactly. He invaded your distance.
Absolutely, and then started swearing at me. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, he's just mad at the government
Fucking liberals.
and COVID. Fucking liberals.
Exactly. But yeah, like everyone's fucking drinking in the bar, smoking again. They're all fucking out together. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, because it doesn't kill you.
So I think we should get rid of all these restrictions. All of them. Get
Yeah,
rid of all of them.
but you can't do that because it's politically incorrect.
Well, no, they just don't want to be responsible for killing anybody.
Yeah, that too.
They don't. No business wants to be that business that was like, we're removing all the restrictions.
Or government.
And then, someone comes home and kills their fucking grandma or something.
Yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
wants to be that guy.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Especially government.
So yeah, I was thinking that on the way here. On my scooter.
Oh, nice.
I limed here. Yeah, I
Nice.
limed here.
Well, that was the funniest thing. Is like COVID was still completely going on, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the scooters are here."
And everyone was riding them
everybody's like, "Yeah,
immediately.
this is cool.
Absolutely, like immediately. Uh-oh.
Right, well, it's back, and hopefully that'll stay on. Just keep an eye on it, I guess.
No.
Fuck.
Fucking no.
Fucking.
Fucking no.
All right.
So, Chris had no valid points, so I just turned off his mic.
You just muted my mic. Actually, that's it.
Fuck you.
1 minute mic mute.
Yeah. It was just not important. It was non-important dribble, is what it was.
Seems valid.
All right. Yeah. So that was kind of what I noticed on the way here. Was just
Oh yeah.
Nobody gives a
It
fuck.
was an absolute joke.
Nobody
Well, it
cares.
wasn't a joke. It was just like
it wasn't a joke.
They fucked up
It's
halfway
important
through.
shit to do. Well, not do. It wasn't. It
To go
wasn't
through.
important to do. I honestly am starting to feel like fucking. They carried it out as long as they did just to save face. I think
Yeah.
it was just to save face.
100%.
Because I feel like they must have realized at some point it's like, okay, well, this was a bit of an
It's not
overreaction.
killing people. It's not killing what 2 million people or something they projected
I
originally.
Absolutely not.
After the end,
I read online worldwide there was only like 8,000 deaths. I think
No, 100,000.
100,000.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 8K. I can't remember.
Right.
I'm spewing
that was
fucking,
in the day.
I'm spewing
maybe.
bullshit. No, I looked today. I was curious.
That was probably. Are you sure? Oh, maybe 8,000 cases were reported today.
No, it was a stat. I can't remember it though, so it doesn't
I
matter.
think worldwide is
Okay,
at
I'm googling it now.
100,000.
I'm googling it now because it seemed low. I mean, corona deaths.
And no one cares anymore. I got a Rona commercial on my Instagram the other day. The Rona, like the hardware store.
8,000 deaths. That's it.
Who says that?
Oh, that's in Canada.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's Canada. Canada was, we had a very low
Yeah,
death
yeah,
rate.
like almost 500,000 people.
We actually had very, very low
yeah,
death rate.
459,000 people. That makes a lot more sense.
Really?
Worldwide.
That
seems
That's
high.
a weird number. Where
It
are you
seems
reading
high.
that?
Google.
No. Where are you what? Really?
Google. Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Google. I'm no Jamie, okay? I'm just fucking Googling shit.
500K deaths. So
Seems a bit wild. 500,000 people. That's like a third of Calgary in the world.
well, that definitely changed fairly recently. Apparently, a whole bunch of people just dropped dead because it wasn't over 100,000 like a month ago.
That's possible. Now, the funny thing is I was looking at trends too. Could be completely incorrect because I don't know what that number means. Like maybe it's totally fucking fake bullshit. Some China stuff.
Unless China just changed their number.
That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. But I saw so Canada's on the downward,
Yeah.
like
Well,
hardcore.
it has been since forever. And
I was curious because we started opening up again, though.
yeah.
Right.
Well, and apparently it's non-existent in Italy, pretty much.
The States is literally like fucking hardline right now. It's not
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
They keep finding just as many cases as they did when it
Yeah,
started.
but it's also testing, right? It's like how many people are they testing?
Well, those
I haven't been
statistics,
tested.
those are the same ones I saw, and it was on people tested. They stated.
Well,
that
yeah,
very
but how
clearly.
many people is the Canadian government actually testing?
me.
Because like I haven't been tested.
Well, no, it's if you go get
You
tested.
haven't been tested.
No, it's
so how many
if you
people
go get
really
tested.
in Canada have been tested?
Oh, probably not
What
very
if we
many.
all had it and we were all asymptomatic?
Asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical. That too.
I'm pretty sure it's asymmetrical.
And we were all sideways.
Just like lopsided. I'm asymmetrical.
Like that fucking Rick and Morty disease. that turned
I'm COVID asymmetrical.
into- asymmetrical. I can't get it. I'm asymmetrical.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I was just curious. I was like, where are we at? But yeah, Canada was a hard decline as of June 11th. From like
Oh yeah.
the beginning of June to now.
Well, it's also apparently the warm weather.
That sounds like some Alex Jones shit.
I really like the whole Legion of Skanks idea, although they have some planned shit.
They
They're-
do, and they have
It's really funny. I'll show it to you after.
you have to
There's
have
a-
like a cult following for that kind of shit.
Well, they created a cult following. This is actually, it was a really interesting episode because it kind of shows how they did it. But they did a Legion of Drinks, and they did, they're doing a presidential election for who gets to be the president of the podcast. And they
okay.
get to be able to mute somebody's mic for a minute and shit like that.
That's
Or
hilarious.
veto on
So
a
they do,
topic.
like,
If
fucking-
they're like, nope, we don't want to talk about this. We're not talking
They
about
do
it.
like
Stop.
debates and shit.
Well, they did a debate in this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Oh, I bet. I
It's
bet.
so funny.
That's
But
funny.
they drink and do it. So it's Legion of Drinks. So whenever they like cuss out a staff member or something, they have to drink.
I've seen
but
that.
It's
Yeah,
during,
I've seen that.
But, it's
during
during
the
a
debate.
debate.
Yeah, that's funny.
So yeah, it's actually fucking proper. But it's just a well thought of idea, right? They planned out this idea to execute during
It's
the
so
show.
funny how
And
that's a
it-
thing now, though, is like shit talking their staff. Not them,
Yeah.
but like
Well, it's a comedian.
I've seen a bunch of podcasts where they do that, and it's just like some of the times when they're shit talking them, it's like, how do you even still have employees?
Well, it's all jokes, right?
It is all jokes.
Yeah,
it's just like
everybody
some of the
knows,
shit they
right?
say. It's just like whoa. But yeah, it's funny. Yeah. You threw off my groove.
Yeah, that's fucking so annoying.
Fucking was
We'll
that
have to
David
get-
Spade?
It was.
That was David Spade.
That was David's New Groove. Yeah, Emperor's New Groove. That was David Spade.
That
Yeah.
was David Spade.
Fucking hilarious.
Has he done anything recently?
He's done a couple of Adam Sandler movies.
Adam Sandler movies?
Yeah. On Netflix.
Like new ones?
Yeah. I don't think they're super memorable.
No, probably not.
I mean, they're Adam Sandler, like, I think they're his company movies. as well.
Oh.
I think.
So not even with
Like
Adam
Happy
Sandler.
Madison. No, I think
okay.
it's just like his company. I think. I could be completely wrong.
Happy Madison, isn't that a mix of Happy Gilmore and?
Yeah, but that's his company.
Is it Happy Madison?
Yeah,
Oh.
his production company.
That's funny. That's funny. I watched fucking Billy Madison again.
That's a classic.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I
really?
probably like fucking most of the jokes were like over
Oh,
my
it was
head.
one of the ones that we would play, I think.
Yeah,
when
I was a
lived
kid,
in,
though.
No, I mean, when I lived in, I guess maybe it was at home. But I thought it was when we were living.
Oh, we used to play it
Marteloup.
when we lived in Bonavista Vista Downs. We used to play that.
Oh,
I
yeah?
used to play.
I fucking don't remember any of that shit. I think that's when I started smoking weed.
Absolutely, it was. Your room smelled like a fucking old bong.
But so did the whole house. Dad smoked weed in there.
Oh yeah, it didn't matter, but fucking. Oh my god. Fuck yeah, I had. You remember Jordan?
Yeah.
My buddy Jordan?
Yeah, he would come over and play video games when you weren't home.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Absolutely. And eventually he wasn't allowed to come over because Dad smoked pot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, eventually he was banned. I can't remember when that
Banned?
was. No, straight up banned.
That's hilarious.
Banned from our house because Dad smoked pot.
Really? Oh, well.
Yeah.
And now it's legal.
Yeah, right? So weird. So weird.
It's just misinformation.
I can understand, like parents are...
Drugs are bad.
Yeah, like you don't want your fucking 15-year-old kids... I wouldn't want my 15-year-old kid smoking weed now. Like if I had a kid, God forbid, if I had a kid right now, he'd turn out really fucked up.
Yeah, how old are you? 23?
Yeah. But, fuck, bro. There's so many people from my high school who have kids right now. I'm like, those poor fucking kids.
Well, there's people from my high school that have kids, but that makes a little bit more sense because those motherfuckers is 30.
A little more sense, yeah.
A little more sense.
I'm talking like
But yeah.
they've had a kid for 2 years.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
born at
No, I knew
21.
people like that too.
That's
like,
fucked.
yeah.
There's always some of them.
There's always some of them.
Yeah. Accidents. I'm an accidental. Oh, that's like a good musical pun. You'd be a great music teacher. An accidental? No?
Music
Accidental is
teacher?
like...
Yeah,
an accidental is like a note that you...
Yeah.
I'm an accident.
When you just jam a note in a scale and you're like, you work.
But you do. But it
They do.
does.
It sounds dope because it's electronic music and we can do whatever the fuck we want.
I read my notes. I don't know. I wrote down some stuff. I was working my day job, and while I was working my day job...
Yay, your
That's
gay
right.
job. Oh, can we say that? We probably can't say that.
Day job?
Your gay job.
No, you...
You can't say that.
Canceled,
That's offensive.
canceled on episode 2?
God.
Jesus
You
Christ.
should have seen this coming.
Oh, I said Jesus Christ. No, that
That's
doesn't
okay.
matter anymore.
He's fucking white. You're not allowed to fucking have
Did
white
you
Jesus.
see... Did you see...
White Jesus?
Did you see... no, I was reading current events because I was like, what will we
Current
talk
events?
about? Yeah, current events. We're just reading global news.
All right.
It's all very political stuff that
Yeah, the news is fucking...
it's really, well, no, it's all really like dangerous shit to talk about. Literally like 75% of
Wait,
all of it.
Were you looking on Twitter?
No. Everywhere. Everywhere, it's all topics that, like, I'm like, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot fucking pole. Like, that is a mess of opinions.
Well, yeah, because that's
It's
what
just
the
right
news
now.
is now.
It's just right now.
That's what the news is now. This is what it's turned into, is opinions
Yeah,
and people bitching about it.
But
That's what
right
how
now,
they get
it's
views.
like, no matter what stance you take, you're wrong.
Unless you're joking about
Like,
it.
I found out, this is fucking hilarious. I found out today.
Silence is racist.
No, not that. Well, that's what I'm saying, is you don't say something you're racist. You say something you're racist. I don't know. Whatever.
Shh.
No, okay, speaking of this, I found out recently that they went digging for, like, because of this, the protests that are happening. A bunch of people went digging for, like, where, like, rooting out these extreme right Twitter pages that exist, right? Okay, they found 6,600, 6,600 of these accounts were held by
66.
Canadians.
Yeah, but are you sure it wasn't somebody just using a VPN and they're like, oh, let's just put it in Canada?
No, they traced them to 6,000 separate accounts
Yeah, so somebody
in Canada.
Okay, and these are racist for this. Are they aimed at the states?
Extreme right.
Oh.
I don't know what that
Well, okay,
means. This
sorry.
is the thing.
No.
I don't know what that
But
means. They didn't.
Where did you read this? Who is this? Canadian news or is this American news?
American news. CNN.
CNN. Oh God. Okay, so CNN said that
And
there
Google.
were-
Google News.
Okay, yeah, but Google News just puts everybody on there. Google News would put CNN stories on
I don't
there.
know. I read it a few places.
Okay, and it
I
said.
can't remember.
Well,
I usually
pull it
okay.
up,
So when I
fucking Jimmy.
I love that. When I find something, I just read a couple versions of it.
I just read the headlines. I mean, I don't know.
No,
I read the news. I just read the headlines,
I
and then I
read-
fucking. I tell like 10 people what I read.
Twitter accounts, Canada, extreme.
Extreme.
Shredded. I don't know what I'm gonna find from this. Yeah, nothing important. I don't even know how to Google this. It was by accident that I found it. Well, fucking computer it, bro. If I could type, I could do it. This shit, all about that Neuralink.
No, that's why I have this. That's why I brought this.
We're in your house. This is why I brought this.
That's why I brought this. What am I searching? Extreme Canada?
No, extreme right wing Twitter accounts in Canada, I guess. You're just gonna get a fucking list.
India.
No, not India.
I don't know. That just came up.
Because you typed it.
Well, no, it was just the first thing that came up in Google. Goody.
There it
All
is.
right, global news.
There it is. Global news. That's what it was.
Interesting. A study.
Pardon me.
Nice. A study claims to have found over 6,000 right-wing extremist channels, pages, and accounts on social media linked to Canadians, which have reached over 11 million users globally,
I think this is
according to somebody in the UK.
This is a different article than I read. Oh, he looks UK as fuck. He looks like a DJ at a rave.
He does, I might. Canada has a well-established online ecosystem of right-wing extremists who are advancing hatred towards minority groups. What the fuck is this?
That's very specific.
It is.
I don't know. I didn't read that. I didn't read that specifics.
This guy's just
I only read headlines.
pointing fingers.
Finger point. Anyways,
They're just trying to.
it's just news. That's
Peop-
just clickbait. That's just clickbait.
I think
Canadians
it
are
is
bad
too.
too.
Well, no, yeah, I think it is too because they've got people like Andrew Schulz laughing at Canada for rioting. And
Yeah, it's just clickbait
And they're
shit.
like, "No, guys, we have
That's gonna
racism
fall.
too."
Absolutely.
No, it isn't.
No. You are risque.
That's why I bought a case.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's just clickbait. My bad. But I mean, I wouldn't doubt it's true.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it's true either, but I also
But
wouldn't
what I
doubt
was
that
reading-
it's fucking Russian people setting them up in Canada.
It's very possible. The
Like,
other thing,
these things can be way more complicated.
I don't know, man.
You
There's some
think
pretty.
it's actual racist Canadians?
Absolutely.
I'm sure there are. There's some fucking.
You
lot
think
of-
there
I
isn't
it's-
6,000
no,
racing
I'm
Canadians?
Sure, there's probably 6,000 racist Albertans.
That's what I'm
You think
saying,
they fucking
right?
vote blue?
They're probably-
They're fucking
No, but for real, yeah.
Trump
like,
voters of Alberta.
6,000 is such a small fucking number that
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of
But
things.
but there were 6,000 accounts, so that's like 6,000 page that reached 11 million users.
Yeah, but everybody has a fucking Twitter account.
And
bro.
you know what? How many? Like probably
many Twitter
a fucking
accounts are
10
there?
million of those users were like, "Ah, this is bullshit."
Yeah, well, yeah, it
Right?
doesn't
I
even
mean,
matter
not
at
10
that
million,
point.
but
A lot
like-
of people are probably just following because they followed them. Follow back shit, like that doesn't matter. My point being is that if it's 6,000, if a headline is 6,000 people, and everybody in the not everybody in the world, but not China, but most people in the world have a Twitter account. 6,000 is
Yeah, totally. Twitter
That's-
is worldwide. There's 7 billion people
that's
in the world.
fucking tiny. That is
Yeah.
tiny. People are just clickbaiting to
That's-
Canada.
literally-
They're just like, Canada's racist too.
Isn't it like a millionth of the population?
A millionth of
If
what?
there's 7 billion people in the world and there's 6,000
We'll
Twitter
call it
accounts,
7,000. Or
call it
we'll
7,000,
call it
it's like a
7,000.
millionth?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Am I right there?
There's
I don't
7
know.
billion?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a million.
Well, no, there's 6 zeros. There's 3 zeros, though.
It's a billion. It's 7 billion.
So,
yeah, it's not
7
7
billion.
million.
But we have 6,000 accounts, 7,000
Then
accounts.
it would be less than a millionth.
Would it? Would it be a billionth? No. because that
No,
would be
you're
one.
right. It would be a millionth.
Would it be a millionth or would it be a 100,000.
No, it's less than that. I don't know.
Is it less than that? I don't think it is though. How many zeros? A billion. It's only 3 zeros. Take 3 zeros off that bitch. Takes 3 zeros off a billion.
I don't even.
That's a million. It's
How
a
many
million.
zeros?
It's a millionth.
Well, that's what I was fucking saying. And then you're like, no.
But then I was checking.
Wrong.
Wrong. You're wrong because you said it. You're wrong.
Yeah, no. So I ran into that, and I thought that was kind of like interesting that they're just trying to point the finger at Canada.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to. Yeah, they're trying to control the.
No, they're trying to spread it out.
Narrative.
They're realizing that America is this fucking cesspool of mess. Because it's fucking.
Like you take some shit too.
Well,
but
exactly.
The UK was doing it.
Exactly.
Why the fuck does the UK not care?
Because the UK stirs the pot, bro.
Yeah.
They do
They
that.
gotta fix their own shit.
That's what I'm saying. Is everyone's trying to like.
Send some more people to Australia or something.
Yeah, right. Do your job.
God.
Anyways. I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, like fucking I read something about the governor of California enforcing mask wearing and shit.
Yep. That happened.
You saw that?
Yep. California.
There's not much to talk about.
What happened to Arnold
that's
Schwarzenegger?
just a
He would
bit
have been a
much.
much better governor.
That's a bit much in my opinion, but that's
Well, yeah, dude, you haven't been following Joe Rogan. He fucking
No.
hates that guy.
I took a break.
He hates that guy.
I took a break.
Oh, yeah,
I
I've
honestly
been
took a
taking
big
a
break
break,
when he was talking shit about defunding the police,
Well, that
and
wasn't that long ago.
he was wrong. I that was the last thing I saw him say,
Yeah.
and I decided I needed a little bit. I was like, okay, that's like completely incorrect.
Yeah, well, you know what happened?
Yeah.
Is kind of around the time we started watching, he stopped paying attention to Twitter. He's like, fuck this shit. I'm not listening. Because before, he was always taking things that people would send him and then talk about it on his podcast.
And
it'd
he
be really
well,
interesting.
it was just
But then it
a
got
matter
over-
of background checking information. He was a little more cautious
Yeah.
about what he said on his podcast.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt that he's actually researching his topics, but he was more careful. I feel like he was more careful before than he is now.
He just doesn't care.
Now he'll just say something.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
He did do a little bit of research, like he understands the whole.
I'm sure he
the
understands
policing,
now.
but
But
he
the
still
episode I
was
was watching
disagreeing.
was with shit.
Yeah, he hadn't researched about
It was
I know
when
what
it
you were
was the
talking about.
first thing.
I know what you're
yeah,
talking
and
about.
he did not understand it at all.
We had already seen the Andrew Scholes video.
Well, before the Andrew Scholes video, Amber was super interested in it. And
Sorry?
so Amber was super interested.
Oh, yes,
So
yeah.
I ended up researching it anyways.
Oh, okay.
And
It does sound crazy off the bat. First time I heard it, I'm like, that is nuts.
absolutely, yeah, she was talking about it too, and she's like, I'm all for it. And I'm like, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But then I researched it, and I'm like, okay, no, that makes a lot of sense. Just in terms of, it's actually a really conservative point of view. In the end, it's very conservative in terms of money management.
Yeah, 100%. It's liberal in the sense that it's new.
Well, it's liberal in
It
the
is a
sense.
conservative.
It's
like,
literally liberals trying to rebrand a conservative idea and doing it very fucking badly. They're rebranding it like
which
like
is
terrible,
'cause
which
it's
is
exactly-
classic.
Well, it's exactly what liberals don't do
Yeah.
is rebrand things that have already been done.
Yeah.
They are the ones that are out there trying to make new things.
Wow, historically.
New.
Not
Yeah,
lately.
not
Not
anymore. Now they're like oppression.
We're going Alex Jones on this.
Alex Jones.
Fucking liberals.
Alex Jones.
Fucking liberals.
All right, I need to take a second. This is my protein powder that
Yeah,
gives you
the
super
batteries.
set.
The batteries worked, I think.
Yeah, it probably did. There were shitty batteries that came with it. They were
What
from
else?
China.
Did you see? I've just been fucking cruising Google.
You've been having a great time.
Oh yeah, just topics. It makes me want to. But it's kind of fun.
It's hilarious.
It's fun.
When you look
It's
at
funny.
it from an outsider
Oh, bro, it's
perspective, you're
hilarious.
like, that's what you guys are fucking freaking out about?
Well, no. The funny part is that there's 20 topics that are all fucking. They're basically GTA radio. It's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
just nonsense. You go on Google Trends and you're just like, this is the world.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
It's just GTA San Andreas, but in real life. That's all it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
it is.
Totally.
That's all it is. So Elon Musk was accused of having a threesome with Johnny Depp's ex-wife that he's trying to sue, and
Nice.
Cara
Probably did.
whatever the fuck Cara Delevingne
Take better notes.
She's fucking... She's an actress.
Good for him. He probably did.
He's refuting it. This chick.
Yeah, that looks like his type.
It totally does. That's a good point. He's saying it didn't happen. I thought it was just fucking funny. I was like, Elon Musk in a threesome? Could you imagine?
Oh, I think he's a freak. I think that dude, he's got like 7 kids. I think that dude fucking knows how to
He
get around.
does? I
Yeah.
didn't know he had 7 kids.
He's at least 5.
I thought he had 3.
No, he has at least 5, and I think it
He's
was
got-
either a 6th or a 7th that he
He's
just
got
had.
like 3 or 4 secret kids.
No, he
think
made a
he's older.
school for all his kids.
No, I'm just picturing his awkward ass in a threesome. It just seems fucking
Oh
weird.
no,
to
I
me.
think when you get a couple drinks in him, that guy's a fucking player. I guarantee it.
He's European.
He's smart.
He's European.
He's not European. He's South African.
He's South African. I'm just spewing all sorts of nonsense. Didn't he live in Europe for a while though?
He may have, but he also went to
I
school
thought he
in
lived in like
Toronto.
fucking Scandinavia for a while.
Possibly, but I think it was only for like a year. I think
No.
he went to school in Toronto for like a year too.
Yeah, I could be spewing fucking garbage.
I know he bailed school early, so
did.
he couldn't have went to that many.
He did. He got the shit bullied out of him. I heard some stories about.
I heard he ran a nightclub in his house. They used to run parties in his
I didn't
college
hear
house,
that,
and he'd make
but
money
that's
off of it.
possible.
And he'd just stay upstairs and play video games while people were in his house. But they charged people to get into their house. He'd run the fucking hottest parties on campus.
Like in high school?
No, in college.
college?
Yeah, yeah.
Canada? Because he.
I don't know. I think
he
this
went,
was in the States
He went to school in Canada for a while. He went to
He
school
did.
in the States
as well.
as well.
I think this
yeah.
was after Canada. He went to the school in the States, didn't take it seriously, but they ran parties to make money.
He wasn't in school in the States for very long.
No, yeah, because he just made a bunch of money and
He
was up
wasn't,
and
yeah.
working and playing video games.
Yeah, he definitely because there's definitely a whole story that I heard
Mm-hmm.
between going to school in the States, dropping out in the States, and then starting his own business. I'm like, where the fuck did you? But apparently
He
he just.
started his own business.
But
That was that
apparently,
whole
no.
time.
Apparently, he was just sleeping under a desk in the office for like
Yeah,
a
sorry,
couple of
PayPal.
years. Yeah. Yeah. It was just the whole between. He wasn't fucking rich, that's for sure.
No,
though.
not till he made PayPal, and then he made $100 million and put it into Tesla.
No, the $100 million he
SpaceX.
sold something.
No, 100. Yeah, when
He
they sold PayPal.
He sold Paypal. That was
Yeah.
PayPal.
Yeah,
I didn't know he sold PayPal.
yeah. 110 million or
Who did he sell
something, and
PayPal
he
to?
used it all for to whoever owns it now.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be Google. I don't know if Google
No,
owns
Google
it.
doesn't
No?
own PayPal. No fucking way. No.
No,
They'd
'cause they have Google
they
Pay.
would have fucking and they have Google
Yeah,
Pay.
yeah.
And they would have jizzed their fucking logo all over PayPal.
No, I don't know who bought it, but I know they sold it, and he used it to start Tesla, SpaceX,
Yeah,
and
I did
Solar
know
City.
that. I did know that. You think he's a freak, hey?
Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Interesting. You think he did it?
I wouldn't put it
I
past him.
fucking hope he did.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I fucking hope he did.
You saw the whole Dalia shit?
What Dalia shit?
You haven't seen the Dalia shit?
What Dalia shit? There's a lot of Dalia shit. There's Dalia shit all the time. Dalia shit's fucking hilarious.
You need to be on Twitter a little bit more.
I'm never on Twitter.
Well, I'm about to show you.
I'm Roganing it. Fuck Twitter.
Oh, Joe Rogan's fucking...
On
Why
Twitter?
is Joe Rogan trending now?
Joe Rogan's on Twitter? He posts
No,
on
but
Twitter all the time.
trending.
Why wouldn't Joe Rogan be
Oh,
trending?
because of Brett Weinstein. That's perfect. That's good. That's what we want.
Okay.
Dalia got accused of sexual misconduct,
What does that mean?
grooming minors.
What does that mean? Hairdressers groom minors.
No, well, like, it's actually funny because Louis J. Gomez breaks it down on the Real Ass podcast and actually does a really good job. Or, well, he says exactly kind of what I thought. But these people came out on Twitter. Sorry, these girls came out on Twitter saying that he kind of were chasing them for pictures, like nude pictures, while they were underage. So they were
Okay.
16, 17.
Okay.
And, yeah, like a couple of girls came out.
Okay.
They said, because it's funny that Netflix cast him in this show called You or whatever as like a creeper. He was getting pictures of girls or something.
No, that's exactly what I'm thinking. So, hold on. Let me pause. I'll let you finish
Pause,
your story.
yeah.
Pause. This is what I'm thinking. Okay? I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
It's like Ari Gold.
Now, no. Okay, so this gets me upset. No, because, and I don't want to come off as the guy, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Wouldn't that be a great opportunity to accuse him of diddling kids when he was diddling
he's
kids on a
not
TV show.
Well, no, exactly, right? That's what happened to Jeremy Piven, is like because of his character on Entourage, people came out and started accusing him of this, and it was lies, and he lost his career because of it.
Like being aggressive, right?
Yeah,
In the workplace
and
and shit.
he's not even
He's like a fucking dope dude.
Oh yeah, he's super chill. He's nothing like
From what I've
Ari
seen,
Gold.
I don't know him.
No,
right?
no,
But
from what I've seen,
yeah.
and what I've heard too is he's like super laid back, but none of that apparently happened, and he's like
yeah. So
can't
that's
get
my
work now.
immediate thought is like,
No,
isn't that convenient?
I think
right?
I do think it's kind of pushed out of proportion, and people are blowing it up because everything's crazy right now. But no, what it seems like happened is he may have. I don't know if he knew they were underage or
That's
not.
what I'm also
I
thinking.
mean, my initial reaction was like when I look at Chris D'Elia, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that probably happened, and maybe it
Yeah.
did. And I'm sure he was fucking chasing after girls, but maybe he didn't know they were under 16.
I doubt he would have. I
Like,
doubt he
known
would have
that-
known.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
not
think
gonna
he's
put.
that
I'm not
young.
gonna put it past him for asking for nudes.
No, yeah, well, of course he asked for nudes. Like, this is what they said on the
That's
Real Ass
what-
podcast.
yeah.
They're like, he's being a dude. Like, he's doing exactly.
Yeah.
Like, this one girl said, like, he was being shady because they were supposed to go for drinks, and he was just like, well, why don't you just meet me in the bar at my hotel? And it's like, that's what any dude
Bro,
who's
that's-
trying to get
yeah,
laid
he's just
would
trying
do.
to get laid.
Is like, yeah, and it's pretty obvious. Like, that's how you do it. It's like, you don't just come out and say, hey, do you want to fuck? You say, hey, do you want to come to
That's
the bar?
the game.
under my-"
That's
Exactly,
the game
right?
that the girls made.
Exactly.
That's the game they made.
Exactly. So
So we're
and
playing
now
it,
we're- and
or
now
he's playing it,
getting
or
called out.
whatever.
Yeah. So that's what they were saying on the Real Ass podcast.
seems-
but he might get canceled because of it.
He's not gonna
just
get canceled.
yeah, who knows? It'll hopefully blow over.
It'll blow
There's
over.
no
He might
real
have to take a break,
accusations.
but he's not gonna get
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, he had an official statement that just said he's gonna have to like think about his actions. Married now, he just had a kid.
He's
So,
married? I thought he just...
or maybe he's not married, but he just had a kid.
Did he just have a kid?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, just before COVID.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's not like
Little
he's on
eagle baby?
a little eagle baby. That's hilarious. So yeah, we haven't seen anything from him since the comment he made or whatever. But
He apologized?
he said he didn't know that any of the girls were underage, and he'd have to like.
I believe
he
that.
apologized for the way he used to act, which was to try to bang a bunch of girls, which of course he did.
Yeah, I don't think he should have apologized.
Yeah, this was like 2014 was like where these messages they were saying like back in 2014 when I was 16.
Okay,
he
okay,
tried to
bro.
get,
Bro,
uh,
I've seen. Have you seen Instagram ever? Like,
I know,
not
it's
you,
all thirst
not you.
traps.
Well, not only that. Yeah, exactly. But like, have you seen some of these chicks who are like fucking 14? They look like 22.
No, exactly.
It's like,
right.
what
and
the
that
fuck?
could very well have been the thing too, right? We
Absolutely.
don't know any of what happened. 'Cause it
People are
was
gonna have to
6
start
years ago or
realizing
whatever.
that too about Instagram and like social media
Mm-hmm.
is that you can make yourself look like a different human.
Totally.
And that's the funny thing actually on TikTok is like there's all these like trending like videos about how women are like catfishing men with like makeup and fucking filters
Yeah.
and shit. But women are joking about it. Where a woman will be like, sometimes this one day I went back and looked on my profile and realized how much I was catfishing men or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool to see. It's like okay, like there's some
There's some
self-reflection
counterculture.
happening.
Yeah.
There's some actual thought going into this, right? That not that that's bad. You can make yourself look whatever way you want. I'm not gonna fucking shit on that, but you have to realize what you're doing.
Well, exactly.
You have to understand that what you put online is the only thing they know about you. That's it.
Yeah, and
right?
if it's a fucking picture with tits.
Well, or a picture that makes you look 21 or 30 or
in this
fucking
case.
whatever,
In
right?
this case,
Like
yeah, exactly.
that's what you're gonna get. That's what people know about you, right? But if you're actually 14, you can't really.
You're playing a game that you don't understand because adults, when they play that game, they're trying to fuck. Mm-hmm. Like when a 30-year-old is like, "Yo, let's go to a bar," it's
Hotel bar.
implied that you're
Hotel
trying
bar
to
or
fuck.
something,
Exactly,
yeah, like that.
But a 16-year-old doesn't know that,
Or at least
because they haven't
interviewing.
played the game yet. Well,
Just
exactly.
interviewing to fuck,
Well,
right?
exactly,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's a guy. Guys are generally less picky than girls.
Well, and that's the thing is he was just being a guy, right? Like even if he did say, "Why don't you just meet me
Yeah,
at the
well, I
hotel
mean,
bar?"
also
right?
the
There's
whole
this fucking
problem
song.
is-
That's a literal lyric.
Yeah. This is an old
Meet
lyric.
me at the hotel bar. What? That's a song. That's a
guess it's
fucking
only
pop song.
20 years now.
That's a pop song.
Is it like a recent
Like
one?
2010. I
Oh,
can't remember what
it's been
song it is.
redone. Like it's been
Oh,
redone.
oh,
a billion
absolutely. It's
times.
probably from the 80s.
It's been redone a million times for sure.
But thing is like that's just let me smash an old speech.
yeah, well, yeah, exactly. There's just this whole attack against the male energy right now, right?
Oh, it's attack against anything. It's
Well,
anything you
but
can grab,
male,
bro.
like, this is what I'm saying is like it's been against the male thing since the whole Me Too movement, which was justified in
before
the
that.
sense of like Harvey Weinstein, right? That was justified, but it's still lingering, and now they're just looking for a target, so they're fucking.
Yeah,
grabbing
what it
everybody.
really
Yeah.
is people started listening. And I understand that if you've been, especially if you're older and you were during a generation where no one listened to women, I can understand if you see a bunch of people listening to women all of a sudden, you're like, oh fuck, this is where I
Yeah,
get it,
yeah.
right? I understand that 100%. However, there is some residual, and there is incentive. That's the dangerous part. There's incentive to canceling people now.
Yeah.
Whether it's
Well, yeah,
clout,
they
whether it's
should get
clout
famous
or
off of it.
actual lawsuits, there is incentive, and it's easy.
Yeah.
Courts
It's easy to just make a tweet.
Courts seem to be leaning towards the women still.
Well, yeah,
right?
because it's the government. Yeah, the
'Cause it's-
government's, and then that whole against the men.
Well, because you
mentality
can't
is
be
that
against a woman
thing right now.
You
Well,
can't
yeah,
right
can't.
now. You're not allowed.
Well, yeah, it's always been frowned upon, right? Which just like
Yeah,
hitting a woman
that's
has
a good
always been
point.
like
Absolutely, yeah.
frowned upon.
Well, hitting a woman is a bit extreme, right? You shouldn't really be hitting anyone. But the point being is that you can't, like, as a court, you don't have an opportunity or an option, really, unless they're smoking crack and beating their baby. You can't really be against the woman in that case, right? Like, it's the same with, like divorces and shit, where women get half, no matter what. That's usually a given, right? No matter what they were doing.
Yeah, well, depending on the lawyer, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, even Jeff Bezos gave his wife half.
Yeah, but she actually built half of his company.
Did she?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She helped him build Amazon. She deserved all of that money. That was a clean-cut case that the media blew way out of proportion.
Okay.
No, it was a
didn't know
clean-cut
that.
case. Like,
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good for her then.
Yeah. No, she.
I have.
deserved all
Yeah.
of that
No,
money
I
as
was
far as
never
I
talking
knew.
shit. I didn't know
Yeah.
enough to talk shit, so I just didn't talk shit, right? But I know she made a lot of money. But if she deserved it,
helped,
absolutely.
She helped. She did a lot of the
Word.
groundwork.
I'm sure
for
that. I'm
Amazon.
sure he was probably fine with it then.
Yeah, as far as I know, that was a pretty.
Half
they
of trillions
dealt
of dollars
with it behind
is
doors.
fine anyways.
Yeah, well, they dealt with it behind doors, and the media just tried to make it like it was a thing.
big deal,
But
right.
it only lasted like a week. It
Yeah.
didn't get.
It
very
didn't
far.
last long.
No, because it was all clean. It was
Yeah.
all just like.
There's no
Yeah.
beef. Well, I don't think I have anything else.
Yeah, need to come up with a whole.
I got music stuff.
There was, I think we hit everything from.
That's fine.
For
We can move on
current
to
eventy
we
topics.
can move on to music stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen now.
Linda, listen.
Listen.
That's
What is
it.
that?
I don't
That's a meme, right?
I
Linda,
don't know
listen?
if it was a kid or if it was from Bob's Burgers or if it
I've
was
heard a
from
bunch of people
fucking-
say it, and I just don't know what it's
Yeah.
from.
It's funny though. So.
Kinda.
Linda, listen. It's definitely a kid. There was this child telling his mom to listen.
Linda, listen. Linda.
But it was
Probably Bob's Burgers. It
But
sounds
it
very
also,
Bob's
I also
Burgers.
thought it could be from Bob's Burgers. I don't know.
It
I
could.
don't fucking know.
But anyways, listen.
Listen.
It's just the tip.
Just the tip.
It's just the tip time.
It's just the tip. What's your tip?
Do you have a tip?
No.
You go. No, tip me.
Um,
Off the cuff. I want to hear a fucking improv tip.
Finish your song before you compress it.
What does that even fucking mean?
Finish your song before you compress it.
You mean like
because
finish
if you-
writing it or finish producing it?
Well, if you change the volume of anything
So-
and it's going through a compressor, it's not going to be coming through
Can
the
I
compressor at a
amend
proper
your
volume.
statement then? Are you saying mix after you finish writing your song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't mix while you produce.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down with that.
I was
Mine
definitely
actually,
for-
mine actually lives in the same realm. I wrote it down.
Oh, is that what we're doing right now?
Yeah, we're doing
Are you
just
mixing?
the tip.
No, but
No,
are
we're
you
just
mixing?
doing-
I mean, have you been mixing?
I'll
right
get
now?
to that
Have you
later.
been-
My just
I'll
the
get
tip.
to that.
Yeah, my just the tip.
Guys, calm down.
My just the tip is to better your life. Because when you're producing and then you get to the mixing phase and you're like, what is this fucking garbage that I jizzed out all over this fucking computer that I can't mix now?
Oh yeah, well that's
Like this fucking mess.
Well, that's
And what
why
I
we
have
learn how to
learned
mix.
recently, and everybody said this, and it was like kind of like where someone says, "Oh yeah, do this, and you're like, fucking duh. But for real, listen, Linda. Listen. Build your song, pick your sounds to fill the frequency spectrum, okay?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all there is to it. You have chords, you have lead, you have bass, and drums. And you pick your fucking samples and your sounds that fit in those frequency range. So your bass goes like, I don't know, say 120 to 300.
My bass is lit.
Let me finish.
My bass goes to 16K.
Let me finish.
It's lit.
Bass, and then your sub, like
50 to 150 max.
30 to 120 just for posterity's sake. I'm not going to fucking tell.
Well, it depends on what
some
key you're
some
in.
assholes like, I let my bass go down to 10 hertz because
Yeah, well,
I like that goo.
If you compose in C, if you use C minor,
That's what I'm saying.
you may need that fucking 10
That's what I'm saying.
hertz,
That's
but
what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
That's what I'm saying. So 30 to 120 is your sub, and then you move up, and your chords sit 400 to, I don't know. Usually your lead and your chords kind of play with each other.
yeah.
A little.
It's pretty
So
much top
we'll
end.
say lead and chords. But my point being is that pick your sounds. Like, don't have like 6 chord stacks with synths and then add violins.
I did that.
This is what I'm like. It's just gonna make a fucking mess for you later. That's what I'm saying.
I guess I layered them all together, but the violin acted as a synth.
Yeah, that's a broad statement. You can't fucking make any statements
I
about
love
music.
violins.
My point being though is that you can't have like 2 basses playing at once.
I did that. No, I'm kidding. It was wrong. It didn't work.
That was yes. There you go.
It tried to work, but it's
You get my point.
yeah.
You
oh,
get
no,
my point.
Yeah,
Is you
definitely.
really like this is something that I've literally like I would watch tutorials and people would say that and it would be like something that they didn't really push very hard.
Well, you have to mix it together beforehand if you're going to do that. If you're
Well,
going to
that's
play
exactly
a synth
it,
and a
right?
violin, you turn it into one sound.
Yeah,
first.
absolutely, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's one sound. So you have to think of
Yeah,
it as
you have
like
to think of it as
okay,
one
this
sound.
is my chord stack and it fits here.
Yeah.
Right? As opposed to this is my 6 fucking serums and a violin and they fit 0 to
Everywhere.
the yeah, you can't fucking do that, right? So I'd watch tutorial videos and they'd say, pick your sounds to the frequency spectrum or whatever and you'd be like, yeah,
Well,
duh.
it's
But
just
you
not
really
in-depth
need to
enough.
you really need to focus on that. You do. You need to be like, okay, this my chord stack fits here, and then you EQ around that shit and you put everything together. It's not the same in rock. And that's I think that's where the confusion happens.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like,
because fucking 50% of the people make rock tutorials and 50% of the people make.
well, not only that, but
music
electronic
tutorials.
music mixing is still new. Electronic music is new enough that
Yeah.
there's some bleed over from the rock people, where they're just
Yeah,
like,
they're
if you're
this is how you do it,
if
bro.
you're mixing, this is what you do. And
and
there's
we're like, no.
there's a lot of bleed happening in rock mixes where like in the EQ you have your hard shelf and your kind of soft shelf. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what the name is.
Well, hard and soft shelf would just be a
Your
resonance
12 and
difference.
24, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a
You're
fucking
okay.
hard cut and a
Yeah, you're saying a different. You're not. Fuck. What is that multiple band EQ called?
infinity.
No. The type of EQ when you have 8.
Multi-band compression?
Multiple bands. I'm talking about EQ. Because there's the solid 3-band EQ, and then there's an 8-band.
My point being is in the EQ, like even EQ 8. There's a hard cut.
Yes, but that's a certain type of E EQ.
No, they usually all have that. It's called the 24 in the ozone EQ. I can't remember the fucking name, but it's a hard cut. It's a hard cut. You use that a lot
Well, hard
less.
cut is a 24 cut. I'm talking about the type of EQ is it has a name.
Oh, like passive
Parametric.
versus
Parametric EQ.
Oh, okay.
Parametric EQ versus the 3-band, which is a different name. I don't know what.
Passive.
Is it?
Passive.
Passive EQ
I
is the
think.
3-band EQ.
I'm sure it's passive.
I don't know.
It's not 3-band, but it's a different kind of EQ. That just does
that has the
different-
knobs
yeah,
in different settings.
Yeah,
like
that's passive.
Yeah.
Yes. My point being though is that you use that a lot less. You like that hard cut. You use that a lot less in rock.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
There's
you
a
don't
lot
wanna
more
fuck up
bleed.
the sounds.
Yeah, there's a lot more bleed.
You're trying to.
Whereas
like,
electronic music,
wrangle the sounds.
you're literally putting your chord stack in a fucking very specific part of the frequency.
300 to
Yeah,
1000.
and then your bass goes here, and then your sub goes
Well,
here, and then your
depending on
lead
that.
goes here, right? Yeah, but my point being is that like You have to pick your sounds that work that way. You know, you can't have your lead sound be a fucking low bass. Unless
Unless it's trap music.
unless that's it. Unless that's all you get. That's it.
Yeah,
Right?
trap music.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my tip of the day. Just the tip.
Just tap.
Just the tip. Yeah, and then and your tip was similar-ish.
What?
Your tip was similar-ish.
Ish. Yeah, I didn't really.
What was
come
your
up
tip?
with
Well, can you
one.
think of
Finish
a
your
better
song
one?
before you mix it.
Think of a better one.
No.
I respect that. Wink. Do you listen to any new music? Any new
I'm
tracks
not.
you like?
I've been listening to the same fucking song on repeat for the last 3
Should
months.
really be listening to new music.
Yeah, no, it's almost finished though. It's actually pretty much finished. It's at the point now where I do need to listen to new music so I can get some mixing ideas for just like the final touches.
Fuck your day up. I feel like I can change this. Ooh, I can change that.
No, that's not what I mean though. I mean like additional effects, like add a tape stop here, maybe add a filter here, add a whatever, like effects, not actual additions of things.
I never think of those.
Well, yeah, I don't think of them either because I've never put myself in the position where
In
the song
the
is
mix
finished and this
phase,
is all
I
it
usually
needs.
think of those in the production phase.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to write them down if you do
I
because
feel like you
don't-
do, yeah. I just left them in. I'll just do them and leave them in.
I'm just coming up with more ideas of ways I can
Whatever.
change transitions now that I've completely finished the song.
Yeah. Yeah, like there is like for instance a tape stop I'll
Yeah.
do in production and leave it.
Yeah,
And just
sometimes
bounce
you do.
it out to audio, right?
Sometimes you do, but in this case, I have it in a drop that I wasn't like in the production phase. I knew I might change it in the end, so I put a tape stop in there later. But there are some tape stops
That's
in there
interesting.
originally as well. I can show it to you later.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh! Do you remember how I said COVID was really fucking some shit up?
When it was not fucking some shit up?
No, I mean like the aftermath of COVID.
You mean how it was really dumb and how nobody's...
No. Like I was talking about how like everybody doesn't give a fuck,
Yeah,
and now that there's like restrictions in place, but nobody gives a
but
fuck.
nobody
Everyone's
listens
kind
to
of
them?
annoyed by it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fucking some shit up because like I was reading online about so Live Nation is like a promoter.
Oh, yeah, they're
slash
fucked.
venue thing.
They were also kind of douchebags, so they kind of deserve it.
Yeah, they were.
Wait, I didn't say that.
But they didn't have. Artists don't have much of a choice. Live Nation.
No, I know, that was the only one, yeah.
But anyways,
So
they've
it's gonna be for
revised.
the people now.
They've revised some of their contracts. In light of COVID.
Okay.
I actually wrote it down.
Do
That's
we
why I
get
was
a
looking at my
contract?
notes. No, hold on.
Are they going to give us $100 million to put our Spotify?
Absolutely
to put
not. No.
podcast
These are
on
their
their
contracts
platform?
for live artists. Okay, so it's basically what it is they're trying to put the financial burden more on the artists.
Of course they are.
So because
'em.
of COVID, right? Like this is happening in light of COVID. So they decreased their guarantees of monetary guarantees to artists by 20% across the board.
Okay, well, we're not going to be using them for our live shows. I'll stay
If
on
a show is canceled due to poor ticket sales, they want to give the artist 25% of the profits.
Well,
as
that kind
opposed
of makes sense.
they are expected to give 100%.
Yeah, but if it was for sad ticket sales, that's
Kinda
the
your
artist's
It's
fault.
kind of your fault, unless it wasn't promoted properly.
Yes, but who's doing the promotion?
Live Nation, they're promoters, bro.
Okay, well then their promotion sucks, and we're not going to use them as a company.
This is what I'm saying though. Is that's where the gray line comes in? Is it the artist's fault? Because they can just fucking cop out,
Yeah.
take 75%
No, that's
of the
kind
ticket
of like
sales.
fucking clubs being like, yo, we'll hire you as a DJ, but we'll only pay you if you bring 50 people.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
It's like, fucking blow me. Fill your bar up and I'll play tunes.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what that is. Is they could fucking cop out on promoting and just take 75% of the profits of what they do sell, cancel the show, and be done with it.
Yeah.
So that's fucking skeezy to me.
It
I
is.
understand a 50-50.
Oh, no. They're a skeezy company.
50-50 is okay.
Dude, they used to, there's something to do with, when comedians would sell tickets, there's like a 20% commission.
I know that. That's Ticketmaster though, isn't it?
Oh, it's Live Nation.
Is it Live Nation?
Yeah.
I thought that was Ticketmaster.
Well, maybe Ticketmaster owns Live Nation, or the other way around. But it's Live Nation
I thought it was
as well.
ticket sale companies, like all of
Well,
them.
maybe it's all of them.
Yeah. They all
yeah,
take
it's
a
just
commission.
for a ticket fee. When you could just
Yeah,
sell
they
them
all
on
take
your website.
Yeah, they all take a commission.
and-
Absolutely.
yeah. So let's just.
So
yeah.
whether you're with Ticketmaster
So
or whatever.
really, what it comes down to is if you build your own following, you don't have to deal with any of this bullshit.
No, it's all about
And
email lists. Really.
Maybe you stay in the underground a little bit, but who the fuck
No,
cares?
you're still
Because you
making
don't
money.
have to
You're still
fucking
making
deal with
money,
that bullshit.
And you're not getting fucked, which is like number one. The other one was if an artist cancels a show,
Well, they should get fucked.
they do. So if an
Well, it's
artist
their
cancels
fault.
a show, no. This is a bit extreme.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, this is a bit extreme. If an artist cancels a show in breach of agreement, the artist has to pay the promoter twice as much as what the promoter was going to pay the artist for the
Well,
show.
that's gay.
Yeah, that makes no sense. That's just like pay me double of what your fee because you canceled.
That's so dumb. They're gonna fucking lose business.
Right? Like that's what I was thinking. Is like people are just going to stop using Live Nation.
People are gonna start trying to build their own.
Maybe I'm
following.
wrong, but I
No,
feel
no,
like
that's what's happened with this whole COVID thing. They couldn't go to bars. They couldn't go to fucking. Like you can't perform at bars. You can't perform anywhere fucking else. How are your performers supposed to make money? They have to get a following and make it off the internet. It's the only way to do it. So if you have a following, even when you go back to bars, sell your
well,
own
that's
tickets.
the
and do
funny
your own
thing is it's
promotion.
not even that hard to be your own promoter.
No, it's not anymore because everybody has to be their own promoter.
Yeah, so like these promoters are probably
They're probably fucking scared shitless. Because
Yeah.
they know that their job
I
isn't
feel
gonna be
like
on for much longer.
yeah, I feel like they're it's not because it's I mean I'm not one to talk. I don't fucking have a following
We're
really
not
yet.
rich. They'll understand that signing with some.
But
company
doing the
isn't gonna
work
get you
is
more.
not that hard. Like it's a lot of work, but
It's annoying.
it's annoying as shit. But it's worth it in the end, especially with this shit.
100%.
Pardon me. But yeah, no, that was just fucking like. At first, I read those changes, and I'm like, okay, that's fair. Like you're trying to protect your bottom line. I understand. Like from a business standpoint, but when you get to like billing the artist twice as much as they charge because they canceled the show, like that's just fucking being vindictive.
It's a little bit, yeah.
That's just being
it's like
vindictive.
extortion.
Well, it's just being a dick.
Yeah. No, it is. It is.
It's saying that your time is more important than the artist's at that point.
Yeah, it is kind of shit.
Twice as much important. than the
Cancel a contest, or a concert, but
Well, no. This
Twice.
happened a bunch because a bunch of artists canceled their shows
because of COVID.
because of COVID.
Yeah.
And all those promoters were like, no, you can do your shows.
Yeah.
No, everyone,
but
no
it's
one
not
else is
safe.
canceling. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
And then everybody canceled their shows because of COVID
Yeah.
because they didn't want to be that guy who had a show and ended up killing someone's fucking mother or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what that's coming
That's
from.
interesting. I could see people getting mad at that.
So
That's interesting.
while I understand the motive,
Nobody talks about Live Nation on their podcast though because they won't get gigs.
too late.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. We don't get gigs anyway, so we're allowed to talk about them.
That's a good point. I think we should avoid them anyways.
I would,
With these new rules,
dude,
fuck
I
that.
would have avoided them before I heard
Fuck
about
all
these
that.
new rules.
So fuck it. We'll leave it.
Yeah, no, I would not. Like, it's just like what Joe Rogan does. Is you do it all yourself. You don't have to worry about any of this bullshit.
So cool.
I mean, maybe we won't get as big as Joe Rogan, but at least we don't have to deal with the bullshit,
Oh, I don't care.
right?
I don't care.
Like,
As long as I'm making a living
happy
off
with,
of it, I
like,
don't give a
the
fuck.
Legion of Skanks level fame, where they have
Even
like.
less. As long as I'm making a living, like I've made a living off a day job.
You say that now. But once you start making a living off of music, you're like, oh, I could make some more money.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Because when I first started making money off of DJing,
how
it was
much?
great.
How much?
Then I wanted to build my brains out.
How much you need though? Like how much? Do you need to make off
Well,
of music?
you have to think about inflation because I thought I needed a certain amount, and then all of a sudden I needed way fucking more.
Yeah. No. Being a top 40 DJ, I'm not beefing that. Like that, I understand you not wanting to do now.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
I understand
Eventually, you get to the point where you're making money, and you're like, I should be making more off of this
But-
because nobody else is fucking doing it.
But you weren't doing like you were doing.
I don't even mean what I was doing. I just mean music in general.
No, understood. But you weren't doing what you wanted to do. You were doing sort of what you wanted to do, but not actually what
No,
you
no,
wanted to do.
100%.
I'm saying if
I'm
we
just
could
using it as an
do
example.
if we could do what we wanted to do and make a decent living, like a decent living
Yeah.
off of it. Like I would be pretty happy with that.
Yeah. No, we both absolutely would.
Yeah.
But then it comes to a point where you're just like, we're doing all of this. Nobody else is doing all of this. We're not making any more money than the cunt we're working somewhere, you know,
Absolutely.
working
Absolutely.
a regular
Yeah.
computer
Yeah.
job or whatever.
The only upside is that I don't want to blow my brains out.
But yeah, of course. But no, you can still get there other ways. Like there's
It's
don't need
cool.
to buy
I think the thing that would keep me going is that if I was making a livable wage off of music, the thing that would keep me going is that you can always go up. You can always work harder and get further.
Yeah, and you can do other things.
Whereas when you're working for someone, you can only get so far.
You can also invest the money that you make in other ways.
Absolutely.
To make more
You
money.
could start another business you wanted, or to do,
Exactly.
or whatever.
That's the goal.
The beauty is
to
you're
have
buying
multiple
yourself more
businesses.
time to do things that you give a shit about.
Yeah.
It's all
Well,
time.
100%.
It's all a transaction of time. You can give your time to some asshole to
Yeah,
do their
yeah.
job, or you can, or if you're lucky, or you put in the work, you can give yourself all your time and make money off of your shit, right? So it's all just transactions of time. And if you view it that way, as soon as you start making a living off music, you're just gaining more time. You're getting your
Oh yeah,
your
100%.
your own
You're not
time
spending
back.
40 hours a week working for
Some
Walmart.
fucking prick, right? That you don't give a shit about. You don't give a shit about their goals. I mean, you might fucking lie in your interview, but you don't fucking care.
Oh yeah, nobody gives a fuck.
You don't care.
It's all a joke.
You don't care about their
Unless
core
somebody
fucking
who really
values.
can't do something, like those who can't do for themselves, join other companies, right, and help them.
Yeah,
so some
and,
people do really.
and I'm talking shit, and I know some people who really enjoy what they do, like the way
totally.
they work for other people, right? Like the
totally.
jobs they do, and
It
it's
gives
very
your life
fulfilling.
meaning.
Yeah, absolutely. I know people.
And people who can't create things themselves have to do things to help give their lives meaning, and there's
Don't-
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, not even can't, but don't want to. Like, there's plenty of people who don't want to be
Oh yeah,
creative,
don't want
right?
to either. Or yeah, whatever. Say
They don't want to do it, which is fine, right? Like that. It's fucking weird to me. I've never.
No, it's just it's different people. They're just wired differently, right?
Yeah. I've never felt that way.
Well, there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of people that
There's so
don't want to do things. That are just like, meh. I
There's-
just want to work my job and chill.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
That's dope. I'm honestly
maybe
a
they
tiny
beat
bit.
life. Maybe
Yeah,
they
I
won
was just gonna
already.
say I'm honestly a
They're
little
just
jealous, you know,
Yeah.
because I've always wanted to do like an independent thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, whether it
100%.
was music
I just
or
don't
whatever.
want to work for somebody.
Yeah,
Literally my
It was
only
more-
goal.
it was more-
I just have
yeah.
a problem with authority.
yeah. That's definitely part of it. It was always an independent thing for me. I've always wanted to make a living off of something that I like to do that was my own, you know? It wasn't so much a problem of authority as it was just like I don't want to be dependent on that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know?
Totally.
Like you just want to be making money from your own shit, right? So you can be proud of it, you know? Like, this is my shit, makes money, feeds me, right?
Oh yeah.
Kinda like hunting for your own food,
exactly.
right?
Putting food on the table.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fucking your shit is making your money, and you're eating your money and your shit.
Well, that's what it is. You're eating your shit, and life moves on. It's all good.
Eat your own
And
poo.
nobody gets mad.
But yeah, no. Anyways, that was off topic. But yeah, for sure, that was the thing I read. I guess it's just like. Oh yeah, that was funny. I was looking at
I
Google
know.
Trends today, obviously.
Cool trends.
Google Trends, yeah.
Oh yes.
And I looked up the topic music, and I think it was like 10 down.
Did Marshmallow come up?
Oh, absolutely. Second, him and who was the other guy? Fuck. Who was the other guy?
Well, I would say Dead Mouse or Skrillex, but I'm old.
Neither. No,
No, of course.
no, neither.
I don't know.
Marshmallow
I'm
and
bad right
motherfucker,
Martin
but they make the
Garrix.
most money. The producers that make the most money.
Dimitri Vegas.
Nope. Nope.
They're number one on the DJ
Nope.
Mag or something.
Nope. It was
I don't know.
Marshmallow and someone.
I can't think. Is he a character or is it a DJ? We could play. Let's guess that. Who's that DJ?
Who's that DJ? That's like
Who's that
yeah, that's the Pokemon thing.
It's Diglett!
Producer makes most money.
Oh, like no, the most money did not. Fuck. Who the fuck?
No,
makes
straight
the
up, it was Marshmallow.
Oh, Calvin Harris.
No, that's what I thought. But nope, it wasn't that either. Fuck. Fuck, who was it?
I can't even remember anymore.
Google's just giving me garbage right now.
Google's like, fuck you.
No, it's because I fucking search things on my
You
phone.
already
so
looked
it thinks,
at this.
it thinks it knows what I want, but it's not what I want.
You already read this, so you must have memorized it because you're a computer. Like,
Marshmallow makes the most money.
he doesn't though.
He does. He's one of the
Does he?
ones. He's one of the ones.
Wow.
He makes 10 million alone.
Yeah, but I
From-
thought...
Hold on. From streaming and music royalties
That's crazy.
a year.
Well, music royalties, he probably gets a lot from
Yeah, from
BMI.
the radio and shit.
BMI
yeah,
probably
yeah.
pays him a big check.
Absolutely. Wow. 21 million in 2017. Half of 2017. Sorry.
That was 3 years ago.
January to June.
That's a lot of money.
21 million. He's still top. He's making fucking.
Well, yeah,
bank.
because kids listen to him.
Yeah. Well, and he's
All the
fucking.
kids.
He's jizzing all over fucking Fortnite right now.
Well, yeah. Well, Fortnite works with him, and all the
Yeah.
kids play Fortnite.
Yeah.
So they pay him lots of money. And,
It's crazy though. That dude.
.com.
He did it.
So did like Jaws though, kind of on a smaller level, but still did it.
Jaws is still making. Jaws is doing him though.
Yeah, but he gets lots of kids to listen to him.
Absolutely, but he's less on the like he's sort of main. Like I saw or heard a bit of him. I did not see him. It was so crowded at Shambhala.
Oh Jesus!
It was so crowded. It was
Yeah, it would be insane.
It was ridiculous. I heard a bit of him, and
He's got some dope tracks.
he's doing him. Absolutely, he's doing him. He's playing the shit he wants to play. The thing is that he started out playing shit he didn't want to play.
Yeah,
Absolutely, the shit he was making in the beginning, I don't think that was what he wanted to play.
really?
No, he seems to be having a lot more fun.
I don't know old Jaws, to be honest.
I honestly can't remember. I used to listen to it. I think it was like trap or like
I just know like Electro House Jaws.
that's the new shit.
Yeah.
That's the new shit. He did that. The first Electro House song that I heard him play was a couple of years before the last Shambhala where he came. He did that "Keep the Rave Alive" track, which
I don't know it, to be honest. I don't listen to a
you
lot
get
of
it.
Jaws.
You
I'm
get it
sure I've
already
heard
just
it.
from the title. "Keep the Rave Alive."
Yeah.
It's that song.
Totally.
But yeah, it was like Electro House,
Yeah.
hard Electro House, like Habscratty kind of shit.
Very popular right now. I like it though.
It's dope. I
I
love
like
it. There's a new Habscrat song with
Isn't it
Martin Holger.
Abstract.
Holger.
Abstract.
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 I'm just skipping the T because I'm Canadian.
No,
Like
I
Toronto.
think It's like abstract, but abstract.
Yeah, but it's like Toronto.
Toronto.
Where you just skip the T
Toronto.
and it's just abstract.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're
It's
just,
like Toronto.
just slanging it.
Yeah, I'm just slanging it.
Slanging it.
But yeah, he did one with Martin Holger and it's dope.
Yeah. Did he do a tour or was it just a track with Martin
It
Holger?
was just a new release. It was recent. It was a couple days ago, I think.
Word.
Fucking dope track. Chiller. Like it's still got that Habscrat style, but I think Martin Holger had a big part in it because it's like chiller house. Well, it's sort of chill. It's got a lot of energy. It's less like screechy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a collab.
There's also this shit. There was a song I heard recently that was housey. I wanted to know if you actually knew the artist by name. It was something stupid like Gradient. Shadient.
I don't
No, you don't know that. I was wondering because I was gonna fucking plug their song because it's dope.
No, that's good.
But I never heard of them, and you probably, I feel like you were going to just be like, yeah, they're fucking huge. Because you did that with fucking so many artists. I'd be like, I've never heard of them. And they're like,
I've never heard of
they're
this stuff.
fucking,
That's massive.
yeah, like Mo Guy.
He's not massive, but
He's
he's
pretty
like,
big.
He's big enough that I'm like, oh yeah, this is Mousetrap.
Yeah, because I was like, I've never heard of this
I think
guy.
he might have came to one of the clubs.
He was
that
like,
I worked
you were
at.
like, he's been in the game for like 20 years.
Oh no, somebody played one of his songs. Sorry.
But yeah, no, it was really good. It's called Miles of Mind. Super dope. I'll show you later. We can't play it on here.
Lawsuit.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
well,
a
I mean,
thing?
we could.
Could you?
Yeah, we could, but we might get pulled off of YouTube. We definitely wouldn't get monetized off of YouTube.
Check it out,
Monetized
Miles.
on YouTube anyway.
Miles of Mind by Shadient. Super dope. I guess we do plugs and then we leave.
I have nothing to plug. You have a new song.
Nothing to plug. I have an EP, Wanderers. Check it out. It's on. It's on Spotify.
Hey, you can check my Instagram, Daytrip.
Daytrip, Neurotic,
I am
Spotify.
Daytrip. I don't even know my own fucking.
I am Neurotic official because there's some fucking there's like an Indian dude who owns Neurotic on Instagram who hasn't fucking touched his account in a year.
You have to buy it.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of reaching out to him, but he was probably gonna be like, it's $2,000.
$20 million.
$20 million. But no, I am a Neurotic official. I am Daytrip. Check out Wanderers EP. It's on Spotify. Peace.
We out.
All right.